Welcome everyone to another match today of Bingo. This time we don't have Mason versus Romano, but we have two other Division 1 people. Actually, Peach is one of the newcomers to the Division 1 area. Won Division 2 last season against Jeff, who's been doing well in general. Had actually a very interesting, actually a very close match earlier this week against Danny, and they're both playing draft again, which we saw today as well. And draft is probably, or at least it used to be, Jeff's best format at least compared to the field. And Peaches is all, but now Peaches and Jeff both are overall very solid at every format. So the draft pick from Jeff might have not been as crucial as it would have been in previous seasons, but it's still going to be very interesting how both of them are going to play this format out.
Yeah, I think Jeff got a pretty good head start for the draft knowledge, but people have maybe caught up a bit, so he isn't as confident on it. He thinks it's still a fine format for him, but not a big advantage.
But yeah, I think Peaches is starting the draft, which is already like an advantage for Jeff, depending on the card. But most cards, it's definitely much more convenient to pick second.
Yeah, it's really rare to see a good card for a first pick. At most, usually it's like even.
Yeah, but I think on this card it's already a bit interesting. Peaches selects to pick up 3 secrets first. I am seeing a lot of Rico, or at least a decent amount of Rico possibilities. So I thought like Rico Free Hovelers would be very strong. 11 in Blue Sin Delfino is always a really good goal to get. So there are definitely decent pickups for Jeff. I think Rico Free Hovelers and 11 Delfino is probably what we can expect, especially with the 3 secrets pick. It's kind of not that great on this card. As a goal in general, because 3 secrets kind of still requires some sort of work towards the goal.
Yeah, Jeff taking out the power pick calls that you were talking about.
And Peaches is picking up 5 NPCs Bianca for Hovelers, which...
Yeah, the Bianca 4 makes sense. I don't know what he sees for the NPCs. I guess it's just kind of easy to pick up with the 2 in Bianca.
I mean, with the Bianca ones, sure, but I think the 2 Nokis in Suna 1 actually provide a good amount of value, just because Peaches already has 3 secrets, so he kind of wants like maybe Suna 2, or at least consider Suna 2. But most importantly, you have at the lower or the bottom right portion of the card 4 uniques, 1 from each, 5 bosses. So like you have the incentive to go into Serena 1, and when you get 5 NPCs, then it's definitely a pretty good shine and something you want.
Yeah,
at least at one point.
Yeah, it makes sense. Jeff picking up 4 secrets and 45 totals. Yeah, I guess the 4 secrets it's a bit tough to get in 30 minutes, but since this is a good Sirena card, it's not a big issue.
Ooh, Peaches is picking 4 unique bosses, which is like not that easy of a goal to get before 30 minutes, because it both requires Manta and Pinawan. Most of the time it can be a Wiggler, but that's typically very troll.
I could see the Wiggler on this card, since there's the Wiggler and 5 bosses, and also Turbo Nozzle.
Yeah, but still, like, Gelada 1 has no value.
I
Except
guess
for the
it's a
secrets, I guess.
secret, yeah.
Yeah, but Gelada 2 is Gelada 2. It's probably the worst shine in Bingo and one of the worst shines in the game.
Yeah, it would certainly set you back on getting the Noki, and there's the Cannonball shines, 4 shines from Noki, also the Delfino Turbo Nozzle and Pina 5 and Pina Shadow Mario, so yeah, shine progress, definitely valuable here.
The Yeah, so maybe Wiggler is something you have to do if you kind of feel like you're far behind. And when you're playing against Jeff on this card, it's like, yeah, Jeff has 11 Delfino, which is not high commitment at all. Already some sort of like a blues incentive. And then like, Rico free hoverless, so 6 from Rico is something that Jeff might have in mind. 7 enemies just incentivizes roaming around as well. So 1 from each, 5 bosses, 4 uniques is kind of a pivotal play for both of them. I think a play that is on both of the players' mind.
Yeah, it's definitely a strong play on this card, though Jeff could also just spend most of the first 30 minutes getting like the blues and then the enemy's progress, and I think that also sets you up pretty well. You can still probably contest sign progression, and yeah, there's like 3 totals on this card, 20 from 2 and 11 from Delfino.
Yeah. So blues seem decently strong. I don't think that it's like 5 goals, and that can be a lot, but I don't think it's overly oppressive on this card. Maybe with like Rico hundreds and hundreds in the boss shine, that could be like a pretty scary looking play. But since Peaches drafted already Rico hundreds, that kind of like kills the tempo for Jeff a little bit.
Yeah,
So I don't think he would.
Yeah, I feel like the Rico hundreds fits Jeff's draft a bit better, so maybe that was just a denial pick from Peaches, so he couldn't do the hundreds and blues.
Yeah, I would agree. Some other things to keep in mind though is sort of the like neutral goals, and while Jeff already has incentive to go like to get 6 from Rico, 5 bosses is like very difficult to get before 30 minutes as well. So like the other ones would be maybe 20 from 2 is maybe shaky. Hundreds in the boss shine without Rico hundreds seems very worthless, and Wiggler is kind of weird. But 1 turbo nozzle is maybe something that could work out pretty well for at least for actually both of them. Rico has a rock turbo nozzle pretty late, and you can maybe do some weird play together. There's like always the possibility with Wiggler, and finally Peaches could have some play with Bianco 5, Bianco 6 for another secret, for 2 NPCs there, another boss, and not having to exit area out of Bianco after the turbo nozzle. Although Jeff could also just get Bianco 2, Bianco 3, get the 2 enemies, the turbo nozzle, and be chilling a little bit.
Yeah, there isn't really any incentive for Jeff to get a third Bianco shine, so the Turbo Nozzle fits his route really well.
I don't think that like outside of this, we kind of determined that Pinner has pretty late value. Like all the Pinner goals are either like they require Pinner 5, Pinner Shadow Mario, so like deep Pinner progression, or they require literally like at least 21 shines.
Yeah, getting to Pina super early doesn't really do that much.
Yeah, so maybe early Serena 1 is, or like actually Wiggler seems actually more viable than I first gave it credit for.
Yeah, I guess for once Wiggler is fine.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no 8 from 1 for Jeff with Gelato. And outside of that, not a lot of Gelato value. So Jeff will be very sad that this is not a possibility for him. But I'm seeing that like both Peaches and Jeff are pretty close in terms of the Edo score. I think if Peaches wins, then he actually pulls ahead of Jeff, which is probably a surprise to many, because Jeff has been playing pretty solidly, although he got kind of like his 2 matches against 2 of the top 3 people, and Danny and Ramato, new Ramato, were like really pretty weird matches. And I don't remember the JJ matchup. And I know that Jeff had the Danny match this week, and it's probably not that easy to just bounce back from a weird and tough loss without doing something like without overcompensating. You can maybe know a little. You can maybe relate to this because you played 2 games a week and lost to Erasmus. Like when did you feel like you had to overcompensate your mistakes actually against Mason, or do you think that like you were able to pull this through? And do you and what I'm leading to is, will Jeff overcompensate, or do you think he'll kind of keep a cool head?
Personally, I thought that I just had to play like I usually do against Mason, so yeah, I don't think that really affected me. But Jeff has had a longer streak of losses, so it might be affecting him a bit more. So yeah, it could definitely come into play.
Mm. I would think so as well, especially with the Jeff Cole negativity meme. He's
Yeah,
very yeah, it's something Jeff is very notorious of. He memes it as well, I think. And he's definitely getting to it. He always says he's working on this. So maybe if something goes wrong in this match, I personally hope that Jeff is able to not tilt and actually have a clean game overall. I hope that both of the players have a clean game. Unbiased commentator here.
yeah, I think at least yesterday Jeff was able to bounce back pretty decently after the tilting 15 Bianco delay, but we'll see if adding another loss to his score is gonna affect that.
Mm. Peaches, on the other hand, actually had a pretty weird path, as he had to play a lot of the top players. I think he had to
Yeah.
play at least like Euro model like as the literal first match. Then JJ the week after. Did he play Danny?
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, it was like week 2 or week 3.
Yeah, so like the top 3 of the league. Well, yeah, and now he's playing Jeff, so the top, I think the current top 3, and then still playing someone ranked above. Peaches' season was kind of rough, but at least he were able to pick up some free wins against PK and other people.
Yeah, Peaches has already proven that he can beat all the Division 2 people. Now he just has to show up and get his first win against the Division 1 opponent.
Mm. Yeah, I feel like last season was very interesting. Peaches was like beating up everyone in Division 2. I think the only loss he suffered was against Rasmus in the best of 3, but that's like only one game. He
Yeah,
still won that best of 3. To be fair, some of the matches were a bit too close for comfort, maybe. But after Peaches' tear in Division 2, he kind of has to prove his Division 1 worth. And he had some decent matches, I think. But not a win yet. So maybe this is the time Peaches proves himself.
Yeah, interestingly, I think the Jeff match was maybe the least close out of the top player matches he has had. I think he played closer against me and Danny.
Oh, you already played Jeff once. That's awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be the case. So maybe this is actually like we can even add more of a narrative here. Like Jeff already beat up Peaches once, and now Peaches wants revenge. Something. But I don't think this narrative works too well. I actually wonder if there's a rivalry between them, but I don't think there's.
I think Peaches has gotten like 2 scream wins against Jeff. I know the first one, Jeff got a phone call in the middle of it, so yeah, that was a bit scuffed, but the second was just a regular win. So, and that was actually this season, so yeah, maybe he has some added confidence.
Yeah, but like it's kind of difficult because scrims are different to actual matches.
Yeah, definitely gonna be less experimental, and some players just play better on scrims than in the league matches.
Yeah, especially because in league matches, there's something at stake. In scrims, you can like sometimes just try out the stupidest thing, just to see how if it actually like works out. Something like, oh, if I can pull off this play, then I instantly win. Let's see what the repercussions are, and the repercussions are losing the game on the spot.
Yeah, it's practice after all, so losing doesn't matter. It's good if you can improve from it, even if it ends up as a loss.
Yeah, and like league matches is like you just don't want to lose. Like, I think there are probably some people who play to not lose rather to win, and I think that's kind of standard to do so. I think if you have a bit more leeway, for instance, if you're like in a best of 3 and you already have one game of an advantage, and then you still have your best format to pick, you kind of feel more confident, and then you kind of try something out. And for the ELO system, it's kind of different because kind of like in previous seasons, the standings when you had like when you were like 9-0 or something, or 9-2, 8-1 or something, then you can kind of afford to play a bit more loosely. But in terms of ELO, it's like always you don't want your number to go down. You always want rising numbers.
Yeah, there's almost always someone close to ahead or behind of you.
Yeah, almost always.
Yeah, I think I had like a 40-point lead before I lost to Rasmus, so I could kind of afford that one, but that's not really the case for most people.
Yeah, you lost. You lost about like half of your lead against second place in terms of the ELO, just
Yeah.
from one loss. So actually, like a loss can be much more impactful. Yeah, in general, and this is probably kind of a reason why we haven't seen like that many aggressive plays overall. I don't remember many matches that were like really like great displays of or peak displays of bingo this season. But it's only like week 4, right? So
Yeah. I feel like if you are in a position where you are only gonna lose like 2 or 3 points, then maybe you should start to look for some more aggressive plays, since even if it fails, you are only losing a little.
and I think, but I think both of them like play for around 12 points. Jeff, if he wins, gains 8. If he loses 12, and Peaches vice versa, or gets him 12. I would assume that's and I wish I knew the calculator, the link for the calculator, but I found it, and yeah, they're playing for 12 points, or 12/8 points. So
Yeah, that's a pretty even spread, so doesn't
yeah,
really affect your play. Just gotta play standard.
yeah, we've been talking like a lot, like around the league, and not necessarily about the match, but I don't
Yeah.
think we've seen anything that's too surprising. I think Jeff's kind of play of doing Bianco free with like getting one of the enemies instead of like maybe going for both and then like grabbing your turbo nozzle is pretty noteworthy. But
Yeah.
outside of that, it's probably just kind of standard things that we expected.
Maybe Jeff could be planning for the Rico turbo nozzle if it's up, but looks like Peaches is maybe going for the Bianco 6 secrets play, so that's not gonna work out.
Mm-hmm. He's also collecting a bunch of blue coins, which is very convenient during the fight.
Yeah, that's interesting. I guess he's still a bit behind Jeff, but doesn't cost you anything, so maybe he can sneak up on like the 60 or 80 totals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like with the M, depending on how much like you let P wait, but that's probably like a maximum of 10 seconds spent for like 8 to 9 blue coins. Like I think that's worth it, especially in draft where I think the only thing you are very concerned about as Peaches is one turbo nozzle, and those 10 seconds kind of don't matter if you do Bianco 5.
Yeah, you are either gonna lose to the Bianco 4 turbo or are gonna win against the Rico 7 one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Jeff stopping by for the water blues.
Yeah. These are, I think, 2 coins for, I would assume, 5, 6 seconds extra. So still very fine. 3 seconds per blue coin, I don't think is bad.
Yeah, it makes the 20 from 2 a lot easier.
It's like total still. Like, their blues are not that oppressive, but they are also not bad at all. So there's definitely a reason to pick them up either way.
Yeah, I think Jeff can just pick up the 11 from Delfino and 45, and at that point, Peaches is gonna have to commit a lot of time to get like a equal amount of value from blues. But at that point, Jeff is gonna gain a lot more progress elsewhere, so probably just stop at 45. Maybe he can route in the 20 from 2.
One thing that like we kind of mentioned with the Penna being so late is that I don't think there are many goals that kind of require some like fast pace playing. There's like no 3 from 4 or like any X from Y goals that are like secrets, which is a bit more specific, and boss shines as the goals. But otherwise, it's like late Noki, late Penna. So like you can sacrifice time early to collect blue coins. I think that's very viable on this card. Like and worst case, you pick up 1 or 2 Delfino shines, and it kind of doesn't matter because Delfino shines here are non-existent as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how the late game plays out when it's just big commitments to places. I don't know if you can really route around winning to both Deep Pina and Deep Noki.
Mm-hmm. Although like it's not particularly deep Noki with 1 shine being Noki 1.
Oh yeah, there's the moles.
Yeah, but it's moles still. You need to spend time doing Mecha Bowser, doing Pinna 2 Reds, which these 2 shines not that long, but Mecha is kind of inconvenient. Like these are all like mediocre length goals. or shines rather. And it's kind of difficult. Just like I don't think there are many goals that seem like just that you can justify rushing them, unless it's like you have a huge goal lead. Like it seems like only bosses, secrets, and boosts kind of matter early game.
Yeah, the deep Bianco play from Peaches is pretty interesting, since it looked like he was gonna aim for the uniques and one from each, and kind of like a low commitment to worlds, and then he's gonna then he just started with deep Bianco. I don't think he will have time to do the 4 uniques.
It's not that easy to calculate. Manta takes a while, Pinna 1 takes a while, Rico 1 takes a while, so like...
Yeah, and has he unlocked Rico yet, even? I think definitely
I
not
think
Gelaro.
so. He didn't unlock Gelaro, but I'm pretty sure he unlocked Rico, so I think 4 uniques is maybe a bit tough, and he definitely can't like afford to die if he wants to get this before 30 minutes. But I think he should still be fine, but he kind of needs to really focus on them, on the 4 uniques to get it, at least conveniently.
Might need to decide between 3 secrets and 4 uniques, but the NPCs is kind of free.
Jeff is close to... Oh, he's going for Rico Free Havalis first. Peaches is struggling with the secret.
Yeah, the difficult strats here are pretty monk-ass.
Yeah, with like nerfs and everything, it's definitely not that easy. I think as Jeff, do you see the 1 Turbo Nozzle and think that it's like Bianco 6?
I feel like from Peach's draft you wouldn't really think deep Bianco, so maybe just the Bianco 1, but I guess the time between them maybe indicates the Bianco 5 to Bianco 6 entry.
Yeah, and is it really though? Because it's like 6 minutes in between, and Bianco 3, Bianco 5, like let's say it takes 3 minutes, and then there's still 3 minutes of probably getting to the turbos, let's say another minute, so it's 2 extra minutes that Peach spent somewhere else.
Oh yeah, true. Maybe Jeff is thinking that Peaches was expecting to lose that goal and he's just wrapping back around for it since it's up.
That can definitely be like it's pretty interesting to like. It will be pretty interesting to think, to know what Jeff and Peaches are thinking. Each other like what the progress from the other is currently.
Yeah, Jeff has still kept quite hidden, only showing the Rico 3.
Yeah, which on this card I don't think is a goal that tells Peaches a lot. It's one of the more expected goals from Jeff to acquire.
Yeah. So I think Jeff is going for 20 from 2 here, since he went for the Z menu at the start of the level.
The TC menu?
Yeah, he was at like 12 or 13. I'm doing it again.
Okay, good. Yeah. As a player, like as a commentator, the Z menus are very appreciated. But I like as a player, whenever this happens, it's like you kind of should be counting a little bit. Like you need 1 Z menu, and then you're like, okay, I need 8 more, so I'll just add 8 more to my totals.
Yeah, I guess people just panic since they don't want to get flamed for clicking at the wrong blue counts. I know Jeff has a bit of a history with getting only 14 blues in Gelato.
I thought you were going for the controversies, but also I forgot about the 14 in Gelato. How many times did he do only 14? Like
Must have been at least twice.
Yeah, it was at least twice. And I think it was twice, and the third time was not 15 in gelato, but it was 20 from 2, and he only had 19 in gelato.
Yeah, I guess counting is hard.
Mm.
If only we could all have a Falcon Heat behind us counting all the stuff for us.
Yeah, like the Sunshine community without Falcon Head would be like Libre every game.
Oh, Peaches is going for the Rico Heinrichs. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's a.
Yeah,
go ahead. I'm trying to think.
I feel like this is just gonna give Jeff a opportunity to take the 3 secrets, maybe even the 4 uniques. Yeah, I thought this was gonna be left up at the 30 minutes and then they were gonna have to decide if they wanna commit to it then, but Peaches going for it early. I don't know if that really works with the deep Piango. Maybe he has just given up on his 3 secrets and 4 uniques. And maybe even going for like the 45 total steal. Peaches just getting the blue, even though he needs the coins as well.
Yeah, I like to do just from the momentum. You can do a double jump, triple jump, and then collect most of the coins, if not the entire coin line.
You need to like hover pretty long to get the last coin, but the others are free with that.
Yeah, and like if you're 1 coin or like even 2 coin shorts, okay, you kind of have to go out of your way to kill more bloopers, but that's like not the end of the world. Getting like 4 more coins, definitely not as convenient.
Yeah, he might just go for the infinite wall kicks and not get any bloopers for the rest of the shine. That would probably be the best reroute.
Yeah, which I think is pretty fine because I think the infinite blue is not as bad as like the far out M's plus above the water blue.
Yeah.
So I think the tower is intended, but still, if you picked up the other coins, you could have skipped killing a few bloopers. That's the trade-off.
How many blues did Jeff trade, by the way? By like 20?
30, I think.
Yeah, I think he's pseudo delaying the 45. I think he's at like 41 or something now.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he already at 11 blue coins after trading? That's insane.
I think I saw that. I guess we'll see once he gets the shine.
Maybe he will just. Oh, he needs the enemy still, right? So I think he'll just backtrack a little bit in Pinner. Maybe getting like a boss lead just in case. He gets more info on Peaches. Because 4 uniques is like, I think as Jeff you expect 4 uniques. Or 4 uniques click.
Yeah.
Or something similar.
He might be worried about the 3 secrets. I guess he knows that 4 secrets isn't really in danger, but 3 secrets could be clicked right at like 30 minutes, so kinda wanna get it there soon. And at this pace, Jeff is gonna get there at like 30 minutes and 1 second if he doesn't shop for blues.
Mr. Restreamer man. 3 secrets has been clicked for a while already by Peaches.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Did he do like a gelato one?
Yeah, he did draw one.
Oh, I didn't catch that. Then I am not sure what Jeff is going for. I guess he's at 3 secrets, so I guess he's going for the 4th here. Yeah, my math is... I also need a Falcon hit for me.
Yeah, the interesting thing is that like Peaches doesn't even have good access for a 4th secret, like at all. He would need at minimum 2 shines. So Jeff is trading 4 secrets for 45 totals. The good thing is he'll have better info on Peach's blue coins, while Peach technically doesn't have the info for this. And seeing if he sees 45 tolls, 20 from 2, he kind of probably can tell that 4 uniques is safe. It's 20 minutes as well. He kind of.
Oh yeah, we need to
skipped over
unclick.
that. Yeah. Yeah. Whoops. Fortunately, no controversies yet. Peaches clicks off 45 tolls. He doesn't need to unclick it himself and lose the goal to Jeff just clicking it. It's 20 from 2 as well for Peaches. So he has a lot of goals. He'll get 2 extra ones. He'll be at 7. But Jeff is kind of chilling, I think, with the pinner lead, with boss's lead, I think. 4 uniques lead. I think Jeff has 3 bosses, right? He did also Rico 4, so he has Jeff is in I think a very comfortable spot.
Yeah, he just needs to not tilt from the big goal deficit he's gonna face in a few seconds. 7-4. I guess at least he got the enemies, so that's a bit reassuring.
Yeah. 7-3, that's scary. 7-4, prime JeffCo position.
Yeah, it's interesting that Peaches went for the play that I was expecting Jeff was gonna make.
Yeah, also Jeff could have done Rico 105. That seems like a very JeffCo play.
Yeah.
Since I feel like Rico 500s is Rico 500s, Rico 200s, and Rico 250. Really JeffCo plays. Also, Peaches is now trying to get to 4 uniques, which is a bold call, especially after seeing 4 secrets. And Jeff is safe warping, and I think he's securing 4 uniques now, which is really good timing for Jeff.
Yeah, he's starting to kind of need that goal. Wasn't maybe in his initial plan, but now that he got sniped, gonna have to commit for it. Or not. That's a choice of a banana. I don't know. Oh!
Yeah, Banana 95 NPC still. I think Jeff picked up the Bianco NPC. He picked up the Fire Pianta earlier. Banana ID into Serena NPCs would be a deal breaker, but now he sees the click and then he's seemingly tilted. He doesn't go for 4 uniques, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if he thinks that Peaches has Pina 1 done already.
Ooh, that's.
I feel like Wiggler. Yeah, I think that loses at this point. Serena 1 and Pina 1 against Gelato 2-3.
Yeah, but Jeff could also just do Serena. He's currently free running Dauphino.
Yeah, he has gone all around it already.
Yeah, at this rate, it would have been probably better to finish up the Banana Lady for 1 blue coin. But it's like indecisiveness. You change your mind instead of not knowing what to do. Jeff probably changed his mind instead. So he abandoned one plan right after having it. So.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure about this Rico play since if he's going for 5 bosses, he's gonna need the Manta anyways, so might as well contest the 4 uniques. I guess this is for 6 from Rico, but that's just 1 goal, and I think he kind of wants to contest all 3 of them.
Yeah, I think Peaches never did Rico 1, right?
Oh.
So he only has 2 unique bosses, right?
Yeah, that's true. So if Jeff goes for the Manta next, he's still fine.
I think. Oh my god, Jeff, please.
Yeah,
I think Jeff is even fine doing Rico 6 and then Manta, right? That's that still has the proper appropriate timing for JeffCo.
Yeah, probably. When you have to watch the cutscene, Mecha is only like 20 or 30 seconds faster than Manta. Yeah,
Oh my god, Jeff,
yeah.
please!
Jeff might be a bit tilted right now. It's unfortunate since he's still in a fine position.
Oh, honestly, he's probably still in a very much better position than Peaches is.
Yeah, the Jeffco negativity is starting to cost here.
Yeah. Now, if we see a Manta, and we see a Manta, Jeffco is definitely still in it.
Yeah, still playing for the win, not giving up. Even if he's maybe having some time losses because of tilt, at least he's still gonna get into a fine position.
Yeah. Just get the Israel whenever. Okay, he's fine. He's fine. Peaches is doing Rico 1 in vain because 4 uniques will be clicked very soon unless Jeff never actually did Bianca 2 and 3 and it was just all our imagination. Peaches is also struggling with the blooper.
I guess this is still one from each progress for Peaches.
No, because Peaches has Rico 100 still.
Oh, yeah, this is just a waste. Maybe Jeff is just gonna never do 6 Rico signs and this Rico one is gonna help Peaches at the end.
That would actually be probably the craziest turn of events. 5 bosses is also soon. Jeff's Peaches needs 1 more boss. He needs 1 more. Peaches needs 1 more boss for both 4 uniques and 5 boss shines.
Yeah, it's gonna be a brutal snipe. About as bad as the 45 totals 20 from 2 take.
Yeah, like, and even then, I think the 4 uniques, just in terms of info, is more crucial. Like, sure, Jeff has at least 18 blue coins. He has probably many more. Like, Peaches knows this, but he doesn't really know. Oh, that's even worse. That just adds insult to injury.
Yeah, Peaches is having some rough gameplay moments this game.
Yeah, both of them kind of.
Yeah, I
Truly,
think
a Division 1 match without. Like, it wouldn't be a Division 1 match with one of them just bombing gameplay.
yeah, I feel like Peaches is having like the big mistakes and Jeff is just having the really weird and tilting ones.
Yeah, like one of them is having really bad mistakes, and the other has a lot of minor mistakes. Jeff getting the double click, probably a very a moment that makes him feel really good. I would assume at least. Peaches only ahead of 2 more goals, 60 and 80 totals.
Yeah.
Jeff goes Z menuing like 2 times in a row. He really likes his Z button right now. Going for 1 from each. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what Jeff was Z-menuing. There isn't really anything to see in Delfino.
Yeah, maybe he was afraid that, like, he had 10 Delfino blue coins and he miscounted and nobody noticed. And then after the first Z menu, he forgot to actually check. And then Z menus again. Like, okay, Z menuing twice. Like, I did it as well because I Z menu and forget to check what I wanted to check.
Yeah,
That happens.
Yeah, you just want out of the slow animation as soon as possible.
Yeah. And then you have to do it again.
So after Peaches gets the total goals, what do you think he's gonna try to close the game out with? Still needs 3 goals, so it's a bit much.
He kind of has to go for something stupid, probably. Like Pinnacle Mario, Wiggler, Piano Shell Mario. That seems. Oh god, that seems like the worst curse. Like, set of goals they can go for.
Peaches hasn't really set himself up for the late game.
Yeah, but like, yeah, what else can you do really? Like, I guess maybe you can catch up back to Pinna. Maybe Jeff like leaves up Pinna, or you can somehow get cannon molds.
Yeah, Peaches is like 2 signs behind at the moment to Noki.
Actually, 16 plus finishing at the Shine to what the hell, Jeff?
Jeff,
You don't need this recon, I think.
yeah, I'm not really sure what Jeff is thinking. I feel like he should realize that he's in a fine position still, but it looks like he hasn't given up, but he also isn't really trying his best at the moment, it feels.
Yeah. I'm still trying to think, like, what are conceivable win cons for Peaches? I think he kind of has to be a bit lucky with the picks, with the goals he picks. He's behind to everything except 80 totals, and but Jeff has to like defend a lot of goals on the other hand. So it's not that easy for Jeff to like defend everything, but at the same time, Peach's position looks like I would be very nervous if I was in Peach's shoes, despite being up 3 goals.
Yeah, Jeff can go to Noki, get the moles, then come back to Pina, still win those goals, and then he's still ahead to Rico. Jeff, come on, stop C-menuing. You are in
Yeah,
a winning position.
I'm pretty sure Jeff lost like half a minute to Z menus already over the course of the bingo, and that's honestly might not be an exaggeration.
Yeah, I don't think his routing has been bad this game. He just needs to work on his mental more.
That that's been that's been said like since season 1.
Yeah, it's a slow progress, it seems.
Mm. Yeah, Peaches in the meantime, like after the jelly skip thing, I don't think he had. I don't remember his mecha. Probably, I'll just assume it was fine because I'm being nice here. But he's not doing something stupid like Jeff with the Z menu, so it's difficult to just like pay attention to Peaches' mistakes. Probably would be a bit rude.
Yeah,
Jeff is either trading and getting to Noki or doing exactly that. Well, okay, yeah. What would be a play for Peaches that would like get him the most goals? Like Pinna Shell Mario, like with Pinna 5. I guess he's like only 1 shine behind in Pinna now.
yeah, it's gonna be close once Jeff comes back from Noki. Maybe Peaches can at least trade 1 for 1. Maybe, I guess he doesn't really know how far Jeff is, so maybe he's gonna try for the Pina 5, but maybe just giving up on Pina 5 and doing EYC for the Pina 7 could be fine.
Mm. And oh yeah, cannon molds. I was thinking Goldbird for 1 from each, but definitely I haven't looked at the card it seems, but Jeff did. Yeah, this is actually like honestly, all the Z menus Jeff did are starting to bite back because if he went back like tried to secure Pinna 5 now, I think he would be behind Peaches. While without the like, I don't know 50 Z menus Jeff went for, it would definitely be like much closer, which is very funny to very funny to think about.
Yeah, it's definitely a rough one for Jeff.
Mm.
Yeah, now he has to play for everything else, unless he tries to steal the 80 totals.
Yeah, which I guess it's not that unreasonable, right?
Yeah, I feel like Pina is the obvious play now, which is kind of the issue, but maybe Peaches is saving the 80 totals for his last goal, so there might still be an opening after Pina. So Jeff is like 30 seconds behind, so with like a 2 cycle Pina 4 and maybe one big fall in Pina 5, maybe Jeff could catch up. So I feel like since Jeff is still there, it's more likely that he's the one making the mistakes rather than Peaches.
Yeah, I think Peaches was at least in a worse position, but since he probably didn't feel the pressure. Like he didn't really know Jeff's progress, so he just assumed that he had enough win cons because 9 is a big number. It's much bigger number than 6.
Yeah,
So I think
this.
so Jeff is just like naturally more stressed than Peaches, and also can make more mistakes. I know there are some people who operate better under stress, but it doesn't seem like Jeff is one of them.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising to see Jeff get tricked by the score, since I think against JJ he was still feeling confident, even though the score was at least as rough as this one. But I guess that game he wasn't really getting sniped early game, so maybe the tilt factor is confusing him.
I mean, what did he get really sniped to? Like 45 tolls, sure, that sucks.
I guess
5 NPCs as well, but like these are the only 2 ones, and that's I would just think that it's not that big of a deal when you are able to see the Rico hundreds click later, and then you're like, oh, never mind, I'm actually just winning the game.
Yeah.
Like you see 45 tolls, and like you're actually stressed, and you see the hundreds in Rico click later, and you're leaning back in your chair. Oh, Jeff is doing pin of 5. And
Yeah.
it won't be quick enough. Peaches won't be quick enough to for Jeff to pivot to 5YG.
Yeah, that's rough. Maybe Peaches could like delay this because of the cannonballs click if he thinks that actually. Well, yeah, I guess that doesn't really reveal Pina 3 yet, so if he just thinks that Jeff has Pina 2, maybe there could be a delay. But yeah, Peaches is at 9 goals, so he can't really afford to lose this one, so probably doesn't wanna risk it. Yeah, there's the click.
It doesn't delay it, and now it's Jeff is like, yeah, Jeff just seems, oh my god, just what are you doing, my guy?
I guess he wants the blue. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. No, he
He
doesn't.
wants to finish the shot. Jeff, please.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is actually painful to watch.
Yeah, I guess Jeff has now fully given up. Still gonna do something, but I feel like if you spend 20 seconds running at a wall, you aren't really seriously trying to win anymore.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about this. Jeff is Jeff still has to worry about like a lot of things because he know that Pinasha Mario is lost, Heidi Tolls is lost. Unless he actually makes a conscious effort to steal this, but that can be very scary as well, especially now because like there could be a kind of a 50-50 between what goal does Peaches secure first that he's ahead to Pinasha Mario or 80 tolls, and you don't want to risk losing the 50-50 and then like losing the game.
Yeah, but Jeff is going for 6 from Rico. Looks like he's just playing for score. You kind of need this goal, but I think you kind of just have to risk it for the late game. You haven't really seen anything that shows Rico progress from Peaches other than he hasn't even seen the bosses, so he doesn't even know that Peaches has Rico won. I feel like if Jeff went for like the Wiggler, then tried to delay that smartly, then he could maybe save some time with that one. I guess then he
Yeah,
can clean up the 4 from Noki, the Delfino Turbo Nozzle, and then he just needs to win the 50-50 for Pianta and the 6 from Rico.
I think Jeff might be. I think Jeff's concern doing Rico instead of like Gelato 2 was the Phenoturbo. I don't think he's because Peaches' clicks sure was Rico hundreds with a lot of blues and everything, but he doesn't know about Manta. He doesn't know about like deep Bianco. So I think he thinks that Peaches has more shines than he actually has.
Yeah, looks like it. Though he could have also just done like Noki 2 and the Gold Bird, and those would have been quick signs that benefit him for a goal that Peaches is kind of close to, or at least less ahead to, or less behind to.
Yeah. He sees a Pinochet Mario click, and Jeff, I do wonder what his game plan is. I'm actually also wondering if Peaches opts to finish out blues now, or if he wants to get the Wiggler first, or what if he thinks that the Fino Turbo is viable, like 55 minutes in when Jeff has shown 21 shines, the very minimum, a while ago. And I think Turbo Nozzle is the play for Peaches.
Yeah, I guess it's just kind of the easy way out. If you get it, it's a free win.
Yeah, it's like you spend 20 seconds and you might just win the goal. Oh, is this Pianta 1? Oh, is this Pianta Shell Mario? That's might be interesting. Because Jeff technically has a Pianta lead, and Peaches is going to spend time doing the blues, but Jeff also has to do a Wiggler, he has to do it for no key. It's kind of sad for him.
I kind of feel like Peaches has to finish the 80 before he does the Shadow Mario, or Jeff might have time to catch up since. So he's gonna do the 3 more Noki shines. At that point, Peaches is gonna be at like done with Pianta 3. Then if he does Wiggler, then I guess at that point Peaches would be done with the Pianta Shadow Mario. So Jeff might need to do the 80 total steal after Noki. But he's currently going for some blues, so that's showing a bit of promise.
Yeah. Jeff is, I think it's... He only had, he stopped at 50, right?
Yeah.
So... He's like 20 behind, and Peaches is like passively collecting blues, but also working towards Pianta Shell Mario, I would assume. So not committing that hard on blues right now. So that's definitely a window for Jeff to still win both 80 totals and 4 from Loki in a very reasonable time.
Yeah, so Peaches hasn't traded any blues, has he?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so Jeff is on like, I guess is that like 10 behind? Not too bad. I think at this pace he's gonna catch up unless Peaches goes for it after Pianta 2.
And Pianta 2 would be kind of a vicious like split play, at least from our knowledge. It would be very weird to be like, yeah, Pianta Shalmar is kind of safe when I do Pianta 2. Especially because the way Peaches actually knows that Jeff has one Pianta Shine, because of one from each.
Yeah, so maybe there's some logic to just doing that too, since there isn't really any reason to go deeper in Pianta yet.
But at the same time, like, Jeff got 25 shines. Do you think it's like there could be two possibilities? It could be with Noki, it could be with Pianta, or it could be directly rushed, or it could be with Gelato too. As Peaches, you probably lost kind of the sense of time. You see like the clicks that Jeff has, and you can't. I don't think you really are able to accurately know how many shines Jeff has and everything. So like you don't know what shines he'd spent or getting to get to the turbo nozzle. Uh,
Jeff going for Gelato. I guess he wants to do the Gelato Blues, and can he finish 80 with that?
I think so,
Probably.
right?
Yeah, might need to get some really slow blues, but
Hmm.
he's gonna be ahead to 4 from Noki and Wiggler, but Peaches might still have an opportunity to steal 4 from Noki, since 2 shines
Yeah.
isn't that fast or that slow.
Mm. This is actually very exciting. It all depends on like when does Peaches finish it out 80 totals and how does he and like how will the clicks go afterwards, because Peaches is making more progress towards Pianta Shell Mario than for 80 totals. So he's kind of like sacrificing 80, like he's potentially sacrificing 80 totals for the Pianta Shell Mario lead. If he leaves off the Pianta free for like 4 from Noki or Wiggler Shine, then he's definitely in a much more convenient position. But actually, maybe he now sees Noki being open and he goes like, oh, Noki, blue coins, and goes there. But no, he's actually staying in Pianta, which I think
Yeah,
could cost him the game.
yeah, it's a bit rough. I feel like just scouting with the Pianta 1 to 3, maybe see what Jeff goes for first would have been nice, but he's fully committing to the Pianta play.
Oh yeah, this is going to be very spicy.
Yeah.
It's going to take a shit ton of time, but it's going to be spicy, I think.
Oh, Peaches is routing even more blues in, but I think it shouldn't be enough. Jeff is at...
Yeah, this actually just only benefits Jeff,
Yeah,
assuming Jeff still wins 80 totals.
yeah, I think Jeff should be ahead to it now. Unless Peaches has a ton of Delfino blues left.
Yeah, Jeff doesn't have any Delfino Blues left, so that's kind of awkward, but Jeff has still some Noki tube, like blues and Noki, that are convenient to get with episode 2.
Yeah, and he also went for the fish blues, so I think he should
Ooh,
have enough blues here to finish. He needs 10 more, and he has like the birds, the pole, and the one above the coin pillar.
yeah, he's going really hard for those, and that definitely. Wait, okay. So it all depends on when does Peaches leave Pianta, and he just doesn't leave Pianta, and this is probably Peaches' downfall.
Yeah, routing in the blues is pretty greedy, but he only knows about Jeff having like 16 blues, was it? 17? Actually 18.
Yeah, but like, I said you should kind of assume that there are more blues that Jeff got. And especially because like 45 totals is a low total, so you kind of think that Jeff probably was a bit overloaded and had less blues, or had like close to 40 blues. So that's kind of a really risky play, I think.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get the right 50-50 after Jeff clicks 80.
Yeah, but like he's behind to everything. That's the issue.
Yeah, I think he's gonna need to exit the sign, or gonna need to get a convenient time to exit the level to contest the Noki shine, since Jeff is gonna need to do Gelato 2 and 3, while Peaches only needs to do 2 Noki shines to catch up.
Mm.
But yeah, if Peaches is in like the middle of Pianta 6 and finishes it, then it's kind of doomed.
Jeff on his way for the last blue coins. That's so spicy, actually.
Yeah, I don't know if he got like all the fish blues, but he has definitely cleaned up everything else now, and just getting
Yeah.
to 80 if he has the coin pillar left.
Yeah, and that just lands him right next to, like, to the mirror, so that's very convenient.
Yeah.
80 totals clicked, and
Oh,
Jeff.
Peaches just entering Pianta. That's really rough.
Yeah, is this okay? So now it just depends on kind of 50-50s, and maybe Jeff is too afraid, and maybe he over delays something because he thinks he's behind. That's like Peaches' hope right now.
Yeah.
Otherwise, otherwise, this is Jeff's game. If Jeff clicks like immediately everything and doesn't think it, he's fine.
Yeah, it looks
I
like Peaches is banking on Jeff also doing some Pianta, since he's finishing the sign.
mm,
I guess that makes sense since he might think that Jeff is giving up on Wiggler and trying to get the fourth from Noki and Pianta Shadow Mario, which I think would be the expected play since Peaches could have gone for the Wiggler at any moment. It's kind of scary for Jeff to take.
mm. I mean, we were right. Like this is one of the most exciting matchups of the week, and it's literally going to be a 13-12 game,
Yeah.
one way or another.
And it kind of went back and forth. It was first it was kind of in Jeff's favor, then Jeff started tilting and Peaches brought it back, but then at the end Peaches made the wrong call and now Jeff is making a comeback. Hasn't seen any in like 10 minutes, so that's
Mm.
pretty impressive for him.
Oh my god, dude. So the only hope is Jeff messing up Wiggler and Peach is going into Noki right now. Or Peach is going into Wiggler right now, like immediately. And him over delaying, being afraid of. An alternative would be Jeff going into Pianta after this.
Yeah, I guess he could be scared of the Noki play after Peaches hasn't clicked anything for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, but maybe Peach's feet will get cold and he clicks Pianta Style Mario too early and still provides a win con for JeffCompass. This is actually very crazy.
Yeah, I think at this point it doesn't really matter which one Peaches goes for first, since it all comes down to if Jeff goes to Pianta next.
Yeah, oh, Jeff is messing up Wiggler. But Peaches is going to Wiggler.
Uh,
This is not the spot you want to go on when you're messing up Wiggler, because Wiggler can go into the water,
yeah, this is the lose condition.
but he gets good RNG. Well, not terrible RNG, and Jeff gets bailed out.
Yeah, and Peaches is gonna be stuck in a cutscene again.
True. Oh, Peaches is clicking Pianta Sherma
Oh,
so early. Oh, this actually just won GG JeffCompass, except an over delay.
yeah, I think Jeff should get the fourth from Noki before Peaches gets Wiggler, so he can't
Yeah,
really over
that's
delay unless he's just BMing and doesn't want to win.
yeah. Like also, like Wiggler is about the same. Like Wiggler takes like 20 seconds longer than Loki 3, and even at this point, I think Loki 2 takes less time than finishing out Gelado 2, so he should be fine still,
Yeah.
even if he does until the end. But he doesn't even do this, and the only win con for Peaches is Jeff messing up Spring Clip like a few times.
Yeah, he would have to do the same thing that I against, I think it was Danny, where I like bonked on the spring and fell down. I think you
Yeah,
can
but
apparently soft lock in that, so maybe that's the win con.
yeah, but Jeff seems to get this, and I don't think there are many viable ways for him to lose that much time in Noki 3.
Yeah, he needs
So
to
this,
like drown there.
yeah, yeah, he needs to get clipped out of bounds by the fish. He needs to drown once. He needs to like miss a coin 50 times in a row, and then maybe Peaches has a chance.
Maybe he just Z menus a bunch and then Peaches catches up.
Yeah, that would require a lot of Z menus as well.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that SMS has such a slow tilt move, since in SM64 pausing only costs like frames.
Yeah, it's like an instant pause and instant unpause. So like I think you technically lose 3 frames per rage pause, I guess, if you rage optimally, that is.
Yeah, it looks like Jeff has finally untilted and is looking to grab the win here.
Yeah, it's actually a very crazy game. It's actually insane. Oh. Congratulations, Mr. JeffCompass, for this win. Welcome, Peaches.
Oh wow! Well, hello.
Yeah, this is. I'll just say this is the match to watch back. Back on. That's for sure. Where do we even begin?
Is Jeff here?
Not yet. We can ask him. Honestly, I don't know where to start. This is like, we can be like, oh yeah, let's go back to the draft and everything. But the ending is probably something insane. Yeah, like, dude, it's so difficult to think of a topic. That can be something like, were you afraid that
Can you answer how much Pianta he had, at least?
Pianta won?
Yo. Yo.
What's up, guys?
I was gonna do the 10 blues in 6 too. I was just one shine away. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Just made the wrong call, and he stole the right goal.
Yeah, the 80 tolls might have been a bit too greedy. But
if I had played better, I would have definitely gotten more in like Pinna and stuff. But I just knew I had lost so much time. But maybe I should have, like, after Pianta 4, focused on totals or something. I don't know.
Don't worry. Jeff probably wasted more time than you lost in gameplay just by Z menuing.
I kept that fingering my Z button for like no reason.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There were no clicks for so long too. I knew he was just setting up and like probably going for 80 totals, like while doing the other shines, and I did
like 20 in gelato too.
Yeah.
Like, literally 20. It took like 5 minutes probably. I was just getting every blue. I was swimming.
That's what I figured. And then
how close was the Noki race at the end?
Oh, not close.
It wasn't. I entered Noki 1 for the first time after Wiggly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was nervous at the end that you were like, because it took between Pinna Shadow Mario and Pianta Shadow Mario, it was 13 minutes. So I was like really scared you set up. Pianta's like 10 minutes. Unless you like died or something, or some wild thing happened.
I unlocked Yoshi. I did some blues throughout.
Yeah.
I think this was like a really scuffed match for me, if I'm being honest. Like,
definitely. Like Ramad and Ramad and I kind of tried to evaluate the position, like the game states and everything. And
I probably should have lost, honestly.
I think Ramad and I agreed that you were like in a winning position, and then just seemingly tilted really hard from Peaches getting 45 tolls and 5 NPCs, both being relatively close snipes. And then
it was 45. I didn't expect him to do 20 from 2. I made that in my game plan. I was really confused actually. Like, where did you do 20? You did Rico, I assume, and Bianco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasted a lot of time then getting Rico blues. I got 20. I did you have 4 secrets when the draft period was up?
Peaches was not close to a 4th secret. He would have needed at least 2 shines, and he was
Oh my
currently
God.
stuck doing Rico hundreds.
I wish I spent more time then doing blues in Pinna 1. I thought 4 secrets was so contested that I just didn't stop for 5 blues, which is what I needed, and it was really greedy and dumb of me.
Yeah, it's.
It was not a pretty showing.
I'm still trying to think of things to discuss. There were just like many moments because I think from the draft, Peaches had a pretty good setup with like the 4 uniques click with 5 NPCs, everything like 3 secrets. That was like very convenient. While Jeff had the like power clicks, like powerful goals with Rico Free Hoverless, 11 Delfino. So we thought it was relatively even. Did you guys feel like it was pretty even going into the game after the draft?
I didn't really feel like I win or lost. I was like, here's my draft. Here's Peach's draft.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was going to be like waiting to see what Jeff did, and then, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think we would know after 30 minutes, but I didn't feel one way or the other.
I was really surprised to get 4 unique bosses. When I panicked, I didn't really panic. I did Rico 5 at that point because I was like, let me feel out if he's going to win this or not, so that way I don't.
Yeah, if I played better,
progress.
I would have had Mecha. I was going into Mecha. I got stuck on the jelly. I died in Bianco 6, and my gameplay during Rico Hundreds was scuffed all over the place.
Don't worry, Peaches. If you watch this back, I died in Pinna 2R. Everything was just traumatic. It was pain. I was like tilted at one point, so I don't even know. I had a seizure in Rico 5. It was just tragic gameplay everywhere. I mean, I don't know. I don't use it as an excuse for anything. It was just ugh. But yeah, I don't know. It's not like I don't know. I don't really feel like I showed up that well today. I don't know. Maybe I should feel better about this win. I don't know. Maybe I'm being negative.
I think your start was fine and the ending was fine. Just in the middle, you got really tilted.
Yeah, my mid game was my weakest.
Yeah.
Well, I felt like Pinna 5 from the back cover list was such a bad thing to lose.
Yeah.
I was just like,
I was debating one from each, and then I was like, no, Jeff's gonna steal that from me. If I can steal the Pinna value, like I'm at 11 or 12 goals. I didn't have the shines for Turbo Nozzle, and yeah, you just stole 80 blues, and that was that.
Yeah, no, I knew if I didn't win 80 blues, because if you think you have 80 blues and then you're just doing one other thing, I just lose. So I was like, I need to make him so he has the 50-50 at the end.
Yeah, I don't know why I rushed Pianta Shadow Mario so hard. It feels so dumb.
I thought that's what you were gonna do, honestly. Yeah. I was actually pretty sure you were gonna like try to finish it in like Pianta 6 or something. That's what I was
planning on doing. I was going back and forth after leaving after like 4 to either go to like Gelato 2 and do like 10 blues that I needed and set up for Wiggler as well, and then I just like tunnel visioned Shadow Mario.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, I don't blame you. I didn't show any blues progress besides 11 Delfino, so you probably didn't think it was that contested. And then 45 and 60 were both things I was going for when they were clicked, so I was right on your... I was like 10 away when you clicked 60. I was really trying to get 60, which probably wasn't the right timing, but I needed... I kind of needed those blues, so...
Yeah.
They ended up working fine, I think, for you.
Yep. My biggest mistake in retrospect in this match is just thinking 4 secrets was going to be a big contested thing and then not finishing up 45 in Pinna 1. I think that's my biggest mistake. I don't know why I tunneled it so much that 4 secrets was going to be taken, but I guess I didn't really know what you were up to at that point.
I didn't show any. 45 was my first blue total click, so I think it's understandable.
I thought like if I finish it. Yeah, because I was like, I'm going to finish this by 31 minutes. So it's like, if I'm a little over, maybe I'll be fine. But yeah, just too greedy of me.
Yeah. Peaches hasn't shown too much either. Like, he has shown, I think, 3 secrets, 1 Turbo Nozzle only. And Before he hasn't shown hundreds in Rico and hundreds in Boss Shine yet because he didn't finish it when he clicked 45 tolls, so it's kind of difficult to really evaluate what actually happened. Peaches just also did the Bianco. He did Bianco 6, got the turbo nozzle, he got the turbo nozzle, did the secret, and then did Jada 1.
You did Bianco 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
made
interesting
routing 20 a lot better, I thought,
true.
and the turbo was free, and it was an easier secret.
Yeah,
That's interesting. I thought you would have done Serna 2.
And I wanted Bianco 5 anyway for the NPC.
Yeah,
because there's also the boss, 5 bosses. You need a rematch in 5 bosses.
So yeah, I just needed Pinna 1 for 4 and 5 bosses there.
So that was a snipe.
Yeah.
Okay. I did 6 bosses this match because of Wiggler. So I mean,
yeah, and
if I was 2v2, I'd be popping off.
And also the Rico hundreds to Ramadan, I felt like a weird timing.
I wanted 20 from 2 then and to get to 45. Yeah, and I just thought it would be better to do it with the hundreds than with Rico 1, but
yeah, I think it makes sense.
That whole thing took 6-7 minutes. It took way longer than I expected.
Yeah, I think the blues portion of it makes sense, but it was just a bit rough if you give up the uniques and bosses for it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask Jeff about the 6 from Rico. You went back for it pretty early. Do you think that Peaches had some Rico progress?
I didn't know, honestly. I thought he had more than what was shown. I thought he was gonna want the boss and 1 from each, and maybe do it as a secret. I honestly thought maybe I didn't know where his 3 secrets were. That was it. I didn't really expect him to do Bianco.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have with how close the clicks were back to back. I guess I just didn't really think about it in the moment, and I didn't really know what his 3rd secret was. So I was like, well, he could have 5 shines here. But
I think the turbo nozzle click was at a weird timing, so I feel like I would have concluded that it was the turbo nozzle in Bianco 4, since it wasn't 4 minutes after. I think it was 5 or even more.
No, I read it wrong. I didn't really think about it, and that's a mistake for me.
6 minutes.
Yeah, at that point it would be, it was very weird that it was actually Bianco 5.
Yeah, there is 6 minutes, so maybe that pseudo delay just caught me off guard. I also was planning early in the game maybe to do 6 from Rico with the turbo, but I thought I should just get to pin him. So the turbo just made me not want to do it at all.
We kind of thought that doing Bianca 2 and 3 and then doing the enemies and turbo for the exit area would have also been fine for you. Did you consider
that? Probably would have been fine as well. Did I consider it? Not really. I don't know. I just didn't really feel good about an exit area. Even though it did the turbo, I didn't think Peaches would do it, so I just thought I would try for it in Rico 7 if it was still up, but maybe I should have done the enemies. I mean, going for the single enemy in Bianco 3 is just a huge waste of time, so...
Yeah, it's really painful.
I didn't really see a ton of reason to go into Bianco 4 besides what you just mentioned, so I probably should have just done that.
Yeah, I think either plays fine, but sign progress was kind of weird on this card, since there wasn't any early Pina value, and the Noki value was melee Molus, and you still needed Pina for it, so maybe wasting a bit of time and in the turbo nozzle wasn't the worst thing. It still set you behind for the other goals on the card, but not really shine progress that much.
I also read his Rico 4 as... I read his 3 secrets as Rico 4. I think that's where everything was bad for me in this game, routing-wise. I seriously thought his 3rd secret was Rico 4. I just kept thinking that.
If I did Rico 4 and Rico hundreds and didn't get 6 from Rico, then...
Well, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I mean, I know. I just...
But yeah.
I'm not defending it. I'm just... That's what
I tried to do weird things like travel skip 2 and grabbing the blues and Bianco 6 also to throw off the timings, so to make it a little more less clear what I did at the start, but
Yeah, I should have just known you didn't do Rico. Well, I mean, 30 minutes in, I didn't see the Rico 100 yet, so it's like.
Yeah.
And I thought Delfino Turbo. I didn't think you would have good progress to it, so I did Rico 6.
I was a couple
Just fine.
Delfinos away. I had plenty to trade, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Trying to think what else.
Oh, I had one more thing to ask from Jeff. If Peaches had delayed the Pianta Shadow Mario for longer, would you have considered going to Pianta or maybe just doing like a few Pianta signs to scout out if Peaches is having Noki progress?
No, I was pretty set on feeling like I was ahead in Noki because at that point, if he had 4 Noki shines, I felt like he would have revealed it. Maybe.
Yeah,
I
that
don't know.
makes
I mean,
sense.
I felt confident about it because I had Cannonball, which is like the slow Noki shine of the 4, or like one of the slower ones. And I was like, I have Goldbird as well, and I don't really see a lot of reason why he would have those 2 right now. So I felt like I at least had a 1 shine lead on him. I was thinking at most maybe he would have had 1 shine, and I kind of thought he might do 80 totals with Pianta 6, honestly. I actually thought about that from his perspective. I actually read that, which is kind of nutty of me.
Yeah, that's a really interesting read.
It's an interesting read, but I just, for some reason, I was like, how does Peaches close up this game? Like, I don't know. I don't feel like he's going to do 80 with Wiggler. But, I don't know. Blues and Pianta 6, I don't know. I just, for some reason, I just knew he was going to do that. I can't tell you why. It was in my head.
You just like peeked at the stream and then saw like, oh, there's just like Peaches is like in Pianta 4.
Gotta ban me now.
Like he's still in Pianta. He probably wants Pianta 6. This.
And I also thought he would get maybe greedy with it because I didn't really show much Blues progress in the game. Showed 11 Delfino and 7 enemies, so at most, I have like 20 maybe. I mean, obviously I'm gonna get more, but I don't think he predicted me to have 50 at that point. Or maybe he did. I don't know. Did you think I had 50 Blues Peaches?
No, I thought you had like 30, and I was like, he could do like 20 each in Noki, Gelato, and Pianto doing these other 3 goals, and I guess get 80. So like, no way he's gonna do that, but you had way more than I thought.
Yeah, but it is one of my specialties for some reason is like closing out a match where I like feel like I've lost. I've had that a few times like last season, so.
Yeah, you just need to not give up so soon, so that you lose that habit.
I didn't give up. I was still in this match most of it. I didn't get tilted to the point where I was like giving up. If anything, I was just running around Delfino because I was like, what do I do?
I don't know, you spent like 20 seconds bonking on the Pina 5 wall. I feel like at that point it's kind of like giving up.
Oh, so you were in Pina 5.
I was in Pina 5. I wasn't giving up though. I was just like, do I finish? I couldn't decide. Do I finish Pina 5? Is he gonna do Delfino Turbo after this? And am I gonna want to do Pina Shadow Mario? Like, I couldn't decide whether or not to leave or just like do it. And for some reason, I can't play Pina 5 from the back this season. I've been like bonking every time. But it wasn't like I gave up. I just could not decide. Like, should I do this? Like, is this worth it? And I was like, I think I just have to leave after a while.
Yeah, I felt like we were gonna be racing that. I just didn't want you to be able to do like EYG and beat me to Pina Shadow Mario. But
yeah, I was even thinking that in that 20 seconds.
Luckily, it was close enough where you were in the park.
Yeah, so
yeah,
I'm glad I made the right decision to leave.
Yeah, if it had been a bit more convenient timing, Jeff could have converted it to 5YG.
I was thinking about it, honestly. I was like, if this lights up, I'm going to try to bust it out, make Ombo Shirt proud. But, no, I didn't. I don't know. I thought about even doing 3YG as I went in. And I maybe should have done that. That would have been a kind of wild call, but I just didn't feel comfortable doing it. But maybe I should have. Do you guys think I should have done that? Do you think that would have been a good call? I was thinking about it.
Yeah, I think that was the safest play, but you had to kind of recognize that you were in a strong position, and the goal counter doesn't necessarily show that.
I get too stressed when I see like 10 goals. I'm like, oh god. It's a bad habit of mine.
I think the conclusion we can draw from this is that you guys probably should consider watching this match back together, so you can kind of.
Fun one, yeah.
discuss and learn and everything. That seems like a healthy thing to do.
Peaches, I want to say though, you are getting like freakishly good. Like I'm every time we play now, it's like you either beat me or like it's close. So I hope you're
can't
proud of
close
yourself.
out apparently.
Hey, you closed the
Romano couldn't close you out either, but yeah.
You're getting good. That's all I'm saying. Like I'm proud of you. Is all I'm saying. So the fact that you had me sweating as much as I did, like last season I wouldn't have been sweating, but this season I'm like, oh shit, I lost. And you made really good calls. It's just the end. But yeah, GG's.
GG's, and I think with this we are rating Mason.
Yeah, he's on PB pace in Sirena, so go watch
Is he
that.
on sub 120 pace?
Not quite, but
Maybe he's off 121.
good enough.
Yeah.